guys came out here today and worked well. And, you know, obviously we've got a long way to go, but it was a good start for us. And they're into it, and it's fun. So it's good to be back out here again. That's what we like to do. You know, we like to, all of us like to go on the grass, coaching and playing. And so when you get that opportunity, you just feel real spark in this stuff.
I guess we'll start it off. What are your expectations for the season?
Well, I haven't gone that far yet. My expectations are to have a good practice every day right now. That's what we look at. Is it's spring right now, so we have to do is make improvements every day, and that's basically it.
Then how do you think today went? Was the first practice?
Well, I was impressed with the way they practiced today. You know, I mean, obviously it's not perfect, and there's a long way to go, but compared to where we were a year ago at this time, you know, they understand the expectation, and they understand the tempo and the pace that we want to work at, and we're much more efficient, and not as many mistakes, which there shouldn't be. So we just have to keep working that way.
Is secondary depth a concern, or do you just kind of look at it, the fact that, you know, you're going to have several guys come in the fall, and you just have to get through this spring?
Well, it is what it is. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. We've got 4 really good players coming in the fall, in the summer, and until they get here, it's good for everyone to get the work that they're getting. So it's exciting to see Dietrich back out here. Randall did a nice job. Anthony Jefferson's getting more work. You know, we haven't seen Ishmael out here for quite a while. He looked good, although he's got the red jersey on, but he still moved around well. So it'll give some of the guys a chance to get more reps and develop.
What did you see from Dietrich? I don't know how much you got a chance to watch him, specifically just being his first time back.
Well, he looked comfortable, and I think the fact that last year he was able to do a lot of the scout team work and non-contact stuff, so he was out here getting himself familiar with reacquainting himself with the movements that you need to be able to execute to play that position, and the communication and things like that. So he fit right in today. You know, he wasn't rusty. He looked fine. Now, I think the big step for Dietrich is going to be when contact starts occurring. Because he has to work his way through that emotion. It's different.
Are you conscious of trying to ease the team back into practice mode a little bit more?
Yeah. We try to jump in and go. You know, really, that's kind of honestly, it's our philosophy. Is just don't pace yourself, go. And I think that we can do that now. You know, there's really no reason to ease into it because they know what they're doing. And they understand, like I said, the expectations. So, yeah, we're light at a couple positions. We're a little bit light on the offensive line. We're a little bit light in the secondary. But we got to become accustomed to it. We just got to go out and practice hard and play.
What do you see from Fabian Mora since you're so shallow there?
He looked good today. You know, one day he made some good plays in one-on-one. He understands how to play the position much better. You know, that was kind of a shocker to him last year. You know, in the middle of the season, I don't know, probably wouldn't be quite the middle, but it was, you know, in the season, say, hey, we're going to play some corner, which was really foreign to him, but he's worked hard. And he looks a lot more natural at that position. He's got the length you like. He's got the speed and quickness and change of direction you like at that position. I think for Fabian, it's just getting experience playing at the position. But I thought today he looked so much more natural than he ever did last year.
What's some of the freshmen look tonight?
Well, the only freshmen, you mean like the new guys that are just here for the first time? And I guess we could consider Jeremy a freshman. Jeremy did well. You know, it's his first day out here with this type of tempo and the speed that we go at, so it was a little bit of a shock for him. Kylie, imagine being Kylie, he hasn't even attended a class yet. He moved into his dorm this weekend. He's out here, he's supposed to be in high school, and he's out here running around with these guys. And I asked him afterwards how it was, and he said it was good. He said, I just have to adjust to the size, speed, and tempo. But I think he did pretty well. Now he's got to go to a couple classes. So he's going to be, by the end of the day, he's going to be blown out. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how he is tomorrow. If he can get out of bed.
How far off do you think Eldridge is from getting rid of the red jersey and being full on?
My gut feeling is that we'll probably see him in the red jersey the entire spring. I think that we have to make sure that we're doing the right thing with him. He's a young player, he's a talented player, he hasn't had this injury before, and so we want to make sure that we don't force him on the field too soon. I think if he can do more and more every day to stand that red jersey, he'll gain confidence in his knee. He'll still be getting the work that he needs to get, you know, the mental work. And then when we get to San Bernardino, hopefully we can just turn away.
What were you expecting from Brett Hundley today, first day back? Are you expecting just to hit the ground running, pick up where he left off?
Really, honestly, yes. Yeah. And I think he did. He's worked really hard this winter. You know, these guys have had a lot of 7-on-7 sessions by themselves, and he's been a real leader with that. And I think the chemistry with the receivers is much stronger than it's ever been. And he just looked in command and in control today. I'm not saying every throw was perfect, every play was perfect, but the aura that he presented to everybody was, hey, let's go. We understand what we're supposed to do, let's do it. And I thought he handled it well, and I expect him to get better every day in that area. We're penciling him in. We don't need to go through all that. Unless you guys want to.
He's just punting.
We are looking for a punter, so if any of you guys can punt. We don't have a punter on the roster right now.
Coach, how does that affect the team with Hundley establishing starting quarterback competition this spring?
Well, there's no uncertainty as to who's going to be your starting quarterback. So, you know, last year at this time, and it was really a 3 or 4 man kind of competition. The receivers didn't always, you know, they had to adjust to 4 different guys throwing the ball to them. And so what you want to do is establish a chemistry on offense, not only between the receivers and the quarterback, but the back and the quarterback and the KDs and the KDs and all those things. And it's different because every guy is a little bit different. And so now that Brett's a starter and he's firmly established, I think it'll just help us build chemistry as an offense and consistency as an offense.
And then also, Ellis looked like he had some conditioning work. Was that conditioning-related injury?
Well, he had the knee that we had the surgery, the scope on after the season, and he should be back out in a day or two. But we wanted to just ease him back in, you know, make sure that he's where he needs to be physically before he puts back on the field. But he's fine. He just has to. We just want to make sure that he's strong and healthy. He doesn't need any more setbacks. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody.